Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Chardazy. Thank you for watching. Today I'm going to be talking about money and also just doing my makeup because I have something to do. So let's get in. So let's talk about money. So first of all, I'm about to be doing my makeup and I have my notebook. But my journey with money has been like super. I just got this, by the way. This is Milk. This is Milk Cosmetics. It's Hydro Grip Primer. I heard good things, so I got it. But anyways, my journey with money has been not necessarily all over the place, but more so just it just took a while for me to like get my shit together, because all I remember about growing up is that there was never, I feel like I just have what's it called, ADHD. But I just did my nails. They're so cute. I do my press-on nails, as y'all know, but they're so cute. Anyways, I feel like growing up I didn't know much about money, but I knew that there was never enough, which creates like a anxiety around money, I would say, because I mean you need money to survive. So you know, coming home and ain't no lights on because we don't got enough money to pay the bills is, I wouldn't say challenging now because I don't deal with that, but again, it created a sense of anxiety around money. So my first job out of college, I was making $15 an hour, and that might not seem like much, but at the time that was my first time making that kind of money. B, my checks were like a little over $1,000, and I'm like, I have $1,000 every 2 weeks. Like that was a lot for me. And so I lived in Detroit, and I had a roommate at first, but I still didn't pay that much in rent. And then later I had moved in with my aunt, so I really wasn't paying much. And then she also cooked, so I didn't have to buy food or anything. And it's so crazy because I don't remember having money, because I was literally shopping all the time. I was doing all kinds of stuff, just really fucking the club up for no reason, to be honest. Like no reason at all. There was no reason why I was fucking the club up like I was, but you know, you live and you learn. I think my come to Jesus moment was listening to my leak. I talk about her all the time, I feel like, but she really just got my life together for me. She owns a company. She's a rich black woman that I love. She has a podcast. But I think my come to Jesus moment was just listening to her say like she saves so much that she can do anything last minute. And then she was also talking about how she had, I think, a mutual funds account, and she puts money in there and lets it sit, and then she grows interest. So by the end of the year, I think she said she gained like $12,000 in interest. And I'm like, I just need to step my cookies up. And last thing she said that really resonated with me was she was like, if I go outside right now and my tires are flat, she's like, realistically I could buy a new car, but regardless of that, I can go get this situated, and even though it's an annoying situation, like my account isn't overdrawn. And I'm like, that, I think that definitely triggered the most, like, you need to get your shit together, because I lived in the overdraft. I don't know why or what the fuck I was doing, but my account was always overdrawn, like for no reason. Then I always got all those fees. And I don't know, I just was not financially responsible up until, I would say I was mostly financially responsible last year. But that started to develop like mid 2018, I would say. I read the book, the Dave Ramsey book. I think it's called Total Money Makeover. But I read that, and his points in the book are to save $1,000 for an emergency fund, pay off all your debt, save 3 to 6 months worth of income, invest 15%, and then the last 3 are like save for your kids' college, pay off your house, and build wealth. Which, I mean, the last one would apply to me once I get to that point, but I don't got kids obviously, but or a house. So the save $1,000 for emergency fund is his first point into like wealth building. I did that, which was really great. At first it was hard because I thought everything was an emergency. Like, oh, I need this, I need to go get money on my savings. Oh, I need this, I need to get money. It was rough, but once I got to that point of saving $1,000, it was perfect because we ended up having to move because my old apartment, they were weird. But so we had to move and we had to pay rent for the first month's rent. That don't make sense. I had to pay rent, pay the lease breaking thing, and then also pay a security deposit, which was a ton of money. But I had money saved, so that definitely made it less stressful. Like, had I not had any money saved, I would have been pressed. But that's the luxury of having savings, because if something happens, you can cover it. And for paying off debt, I have been doing, that's one thing I am proud of that I was doing when I was fucking a club up in Detroit. I was paying off debt. I paid off, like, I had like 3 derogatory marks on my credit. I paid those off. I was definitely working towards a better credit score. So I'm still working on that. I want to eventually maybe get like a financial advisor, because I know that sometimes people say don't pay off your student loans because your credit score go down. Granted, I'm not at the point where I'm even close to paying off my student loans, but I want to just have more knowledge about how to go about paying that off. I am almost done paying for my car, which is super nice, because that's one big thing he says in the book, is just like having a car note is just like not a way to be wealthy at all, because you just I have like what, $400 coming out of my account. When I have that again, I'll be able to save so much money and just do other stuff in general. But so I'm paying off my car. I paid down some debt the other day, which kind of puts me into this other point, is to make settlement payments, because I don't know who told me this, but you can call, if you have derogatory mark on your credit score, you can call and be like, I can't afford this, or whatever you want to say, and ask for a settlement payment. I actually did one the other day, so I only have one more derogatory mark on my credit score. So I called them the other day and was like, hey, can I make a settlement payment? And they ask you like how much you're thinking, and I told them half. But they were just like, we can't do half, but we can do a number that's not that far from half. So did that, and then I broke it up into, I think I paid the first half when I first called them, and then I paid the second half like the other day, I think. So that'll come off my credit score, and my credit score last time I paid off one went up like 40 points. So I don't know, I'm just like trying to definitely get my credit score up, because I want to buy a house at some point. Not anytime soon, but I just want to be in a position to buy a house. Which kind of brings me to the next point in the Dave Ramsey book. He talks about investing 15%. I don't invest 15%, but I do have a retirement fund, and my job matches like super well. So I mean, that's great. They match better than my bank would. But I think I invest like 4% and then they match. Another thing, I want to save enough money so that I can invest in a stock portfolio or like a mutual savings account. Or I found a company that I want to invest with. It's for women, by women, and I want to save $5,000 and then just I'll put that into their account, and I think it's in like 5 years I will have, I can't remember how much to be honest, but it was like a lot. Like I want to say like $40,000. I don't know, I don't remember, but I want to, that's definitely just one of my goals, is to invest. Whether I figure out the stock market or what, I just want to learn how to invest my money so that my money can be making money for me. So then again, the rest of the points don't apply to me. I don't have kids, and I would say that another thing that has helped me with savings is having a savings account that's not connected to my debit account, because I don't have a card, so that's already I'm not about to just be going up to the bank all the time to get money out because it's not convenient. Banks are only open certain hours, etc., etc. And it just keeps me from just spending the money in there because I have to go to the bank and get money out, as opposed to it being in my account where I can just transfer it. So that was like my best way of saving. But ultimately, you just have to want to save and want to get to a point where you're working on building wealth, because you can read all the books, you can see all the quotes, you can see people, you know, making these moves, making money and whatever, but if you're not self-motivated and self-willing, it's not gonna matter. And that's definitely something that I've learned, that it don't matter if your friend got whatever amount in their account and you're happy about it, whatever. If you don't want to save money and you're not like diligent and disciplined, you will not save money. So that is that. I feel like my ultimate financial goal is just to be super set. And I saw this girl post on Twitter that she does freelance work, and she was like, she's at a point where she can take a few months off and she'll still have enough money to pay her bills. And I feel like that's just my biggest thing that I want to do, because ultimately I do want to be a creative entrepreneur. And I just don't want to feel obligated to just have to go to work, because if I don't, I can't pay my bills. That shit is dead at this point in life. Like, no, I don't want to do that. And that starts by, of course, being disciplined and being diligent and preparing for the future, I guess. And that's not to say that I don't live in the moment. I travel a lot. That's another thing, where my money was going to travel when I was living in Detroit. Like, I was all over the place. I would be in Virginia one weekend, Dallas the next weekend, fucking London the next weekend. I was all over the place, and I don't regret that. I will say that I do not regret that aspect of just using my money to travel, because at a different point in life this would not have been a thing. But I just do regret buying clothes all the time and feeling like I need to buy clothes so I can post a picture for Instagram, and going out to eat all the time for no reason. I was just out and about. It was a good time in life for sure, but in hindsight, I definitely wish I would have been more responsible with that money, because there was just no reason why I didn't save anything. So, and I am definitely not a guru of any sort. I'm still definitely in my process. That's one thing that I try to be transparent about. I am definitely still in my process. I am not financially free by any means. I still gotta go to work and work hard for whatever reasons that I want to work hard for, but I'm definitely just trying to get into, I don't even have my highlighter in here. Anyways, I'm just trying to like be more, I guess, just smarter overall with my money and with what I'm doing. And I want to also tell people, because I don't remember having anyone telling me these things. And even like now, my brother will call me and ask me questions, and it's so nice to even be able to just tell him, like, you can do this or you can do that. So yeah, just trying to be like a each one teach one kind of person, because it's hard. Like, being an adult and finances and bills and all this is just really hard. And I feel like every day is just a learning experience, unless you do have someone like a parent or something that taught you the game, I guess. That would be the best way to say it. Someone that taught you, like, hey, don't do this, don't do that. So I hope that wasn't too terrible. I didn't even consider how hard it would be to do my makeup and think, because I don't have full conversations and I have my notes, so it's kind of hard to look at both. But thank you again for watching. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day. It's almost tax season, so make sure you do something smart with your money, and make sure you like and subscribe. So bye.